What is up guys, it's Solheim here, back again with another TBC Classic video. So today we're going to be talking about something happening in TBC Classic that I think you guys should know about. So if you're playing TBC Classic right now, you might know that Blizzard have put in a way to get yourself off of low population servers, basically giving people free transfers, so they can transfer their characters from low pop servers to high pop servers. Now, on the surface, this is a good thing. It helps people that feel trapped on very low servers that feel like they are dead. It helps those players to transfer to another server without having to cash out to pay for a character transfer to get themselves to a better server. So, on the surface, it's a good thing, and it was meant to be a helpful tool as well to those players. But now it's been in the game for quite a while, and people have figured out ways to abuse this system. Both real players and bots are using this system to farm up a bunch of gold. I'm gonna go through exactly how they're doing this in this video, so let's go through it. Okay, so the way this works right now is that you can actually transfer any character you want from a low population server to any server, or there's like a list of servers like high pop and full pop servers that you can transfer to. So for example, personally I play on Firemaw, but I can transfer a character from a server like Bloodfang over to Firemaw, and Bloodfang is a low pop server while Firemaw is a high or even a full population server. So the way this stands right now, there's almost no restrictions on what characters you can transfer. There's no limit per account, and you can basically transfer level 1s or level 10s over to other servers. So the way people have found to abuse this system is that personally, I play on Firemaw, I can transfer my character over to Bloodfang, which would be a paid transfer, but from there I can farm up materials on my main character that I transferred, then I can make level 1 alts and send those materials to my alts and send those alts back to Firemaw. Basically, if your server is very difficult to farm on because there's a lot of people in the open world always farming, you can transfer your main over to a low pop server, which will be a paid transfer, but then you can always farm on that low pop server and just make level 1 characters, send the materials to those characters, and then send those characters back to your main server by using the free transfer. So that is basically what people have been doing so far with this free transfer. They are transferring their main over there to a low pop server, then they are sending materials back to their main server and selling those for a profit. It's not even, you're not selling for a profit, but you're able to farm a lot more because there's so much less competition on low pop servers compared to full or high pop servers. So you can probably farm twice as much gold, maybe even more as well depending on competition, but right now there's almost no competition still on the small servers or the low pop ones, because even though people are doing this, let's say 1,000 people are doing this, if you spread those 1,000 people out over 50 low pop servers, and there's probably 20 gold farms as well, that is 20 gold farms per server, and 50 servers, that is 1,000 different spots. So if 1,000 people are doing this, every single person can have one entire gold farm to themselves without any competition. So by doing this, you can effectively farm a lot more materials per hour, and then you can just transfer back and sell them for a lot of gold. It is a really good gold making opportunity because, well, you can have less competition in the open world and make more gold because of it. So with Herbalism and mining, you can make a lot more gold doing this right here, and also by doing open world farms where you're farming for Primals, you can farm a lot more Primals by doing that on a low pop server. At least in most locations where there's not a hyper spawn, you can farm a lot more Primals per hour by going to a low pop server. But that being said though, it's not just players taking advantage of this, you also have bots, because a lot of bots are farming in the open world, and there's a lot of primal bots out there, so they have now started going to lower population servers because of two things. Number one, there's less people in the open world that can report them, which usually means that these bots will be able to farm for even longer before they get banned, and also because Blizzard might be paying a little bit less attention to those servers, and combine that with less player reports, those bots can farm a lot more gold, and because of less competition, they also farm a lot more materials per farming session, giving themselves even more gold, which, well, they're selling for real money, so they're getting even more money. Now, I'm not actually sure how long Blizzard is planning to have this system in the game, but honestly, I think this could have been fixed or could have been done differently by adding a couple of restrictions. I don't know if this is like intended for this to be this way, so people are abusing the system to farm more gold, but if it is, then perfect, you're doing everything right. If you're not intending for people to abuse the system to farm more gold and for bots to be able to bot more effectively, then 2 restrictions could have effectively solved the entire problem. Restriction number 1 is to have only 1 free transfer per character. So, like, you could only do 1, or not per character, but per account, so 1 free transfer per account, which means you would have to choose 1 main that you would transfer for free, and then you can also pay transfers for the other ones. But number 2 could also be that you have a level restriction for the free transfers. If you put the level restriction to level 40, a lot less players and the bots will be using this to farm gold, because you wouldn't be bothered to transfer a level 40 character, because you wouldn't be bothered to level up to level 40. So by doing that, a lot less people would be using this, especially if there's a cooldown. So whenever you transfer your main, if there's a 30-day cooldown on transferring, then there's effectively no way to get yourself back before those 30 days are gone, unless you level up an alt to level 40 to then send the materials back. I should also mention, just in case some of you are planning to do this now after watching the video, doing this carries a risk because at any time Blizzard can decide to shut down the free character transfer service, so keep that in mind if you are planning to try this out yourself, that any time they can shut it down, so just be aware of that. Either way, I just wanted to make this video because a lot of people have been asking me to and telling me about this. And here's the thing, this is a really good gold farming opportunity, because right now you can farm a lot of materials with very little competition, going back to like the launch of TBC Classic's competition, where the people that leveled to 71st could farm a lot of gold without competition. Personally, I was reaching over 500 gold per hour on some gold farms, because there was almost no competition. Right now the prices are about the same, even higher actually, so going to some of these low pop servers, a gold farm that usually gets you 300 gold per hour could now get you 600 or even more. Either way, I just wanted to make a video talking about this because it is inherently a very good thing, and it's helping out the server balancing of TBC Classic by a lot. But despite that, something negative has been happening behind the scenes as well, as people are abusing this to make gold, and even bots are abusing it as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, let me know in the comment section if you knew about this, and subscribe for more Classic WoW, World of Warcraft and TBC Classic content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.